Chapter 7 Connecting the Dots. Haven City Police Plaza. Root pointed the finger of authority at Holly. Congratulations, Captain. You managed to lose some LP technology. Holly was ready for that one. Not strictly my fault, sir. The human was mesmerized. You ordered me not to leave the shuttle. I had no control of the situation. 10 out of 10. Commented Foley. Good answer. Anyway, the safety net has a self-destruct, like everything else I sent to the field. Quiet, civilian, snapped the commander. But there was no venom in the LP officer's rebuke. He was relieved. They all were. The human threat had been contained, and without the loss of a single life. They were gathered in a conference room reserved for civilian committees. Generally, briefings of this importance would be held in the operations center, but the LAP were not ready to show Artemis Fowl the nerves of their defenses just yet. Root jabbed an intercom on his desk. Jubble, are you out there? Yes, sir. Okay. Now listen, I want you to stand down the alert. Send the teams into the deep tunnels. See if we can't root out a few government gangs. There's still plenty of loose ends. Who's organizing the B-Well kill for one? And for what reason? Others knew he shouldn't say anything. The sooner his end of the work was completed, the sooner he could be in the Arctic. But the entire Paris scenario seems suspicious. Does anyone else think this is too easy? It's just what you all wanted to happen. Not to mention the fact that there could be more mesmerized humans up there. Root did not appreciate being lectured by a mud boy. Especially this particular mud boy. Look, Fowl, you've done what we asked. The Paris connection has been broken off. There won't be any more illegal shipments coming from down that chute, I assure you. In fact, we have double security on those chutes, whether they're operational or not. The important thing is that whoever is trained with the humans hasn't told them about the people. There will, of course, be a major investigation, but that's an internal problem. So don't you worry your juvenile head about it. Concentrate on growing some bristles. Fowl interrupted before Artemis could respond. About Russia, he said hurriedly, placing his torso between Artemis and the commander. I've got a lead. You trace the email? Exactly, confirmed Foley, switching to lecture mode. But that's been spiked. Untraceable. Foley chuckled openly. Spiked? Dude, make me laugh. You mudmen and your communication systems. You're still using wires, for heaven's sake. If it's been sent, I can trace it. So what did you trace it to? Every computer has a signature, as individual as a fingerprint. Continued Foley. Networks, too, leave microtraces depending on the edge of the wiring. Everything is molecular. And if you pack gigabytes of data into a little cable, some of that cable is going to wear off. Butler was growing impatient. Listen, Foley, time is of the essence. Mr. Fawl's life could hang in the balance, so get to the point before I start breaking things. The sensor's first impulse was to laugh. Surely the human was joking. Then he remembered what Butler had done to Trouble Cat's retrieval squad, and decided to proceed directly to the point. Very well, my man. Keep your hair on. Well, almost directly to the point. I put the MBT through my filters. Uranium residue points to northern Russia. Now, there's a shock. I'm not finished, said Foley. Watch and learn. The center brought up a satellite photo of the Arctic Circle on the wall screen. With every keystroke, the highlighted area shrank. Uranium means Severomorsk, or somewhere within 100 miles. The copper wiring is from an old network. Early in the 20th century patched up over the years. The only matches were masked. As easy as connecting the dots. Gunner stepped forward in his chair. There are 284,000 landlines in that network. Probably had to stop for a laugh. Landlines. Barbarians. Butler cracked his knuckles slightly. So 284,000 landlines. I wrote a program to search for hits on our MPG. 2 possible matches. One, the Hollow Justice. Not likely. The other? The other lines registered to Mikhail Vasikin on Lenin Prospect. Artemis felt his stomach churn. And what do we know about Mikhail Vasikin, or Vasikin? Foley wiggled his fingers like a concert pianist. I'm gonna search on my own intelligence files archives. I like to keep tabs on Budman, so-called intelligence agencies. Quite a few minutes of you, by the way, Butler. The master tried to look innocent, but his facial emotions couldn't quite pull it off. Mikhail Vasikin is an ex-KGB, now working for the Mafia. The official term is Kulukani, an enforcer. Not high level, but not street trash either. Vasikin's boss is a more masculine known as Pritva. Group's main source of income comes from the kidnapping of European businessmen. In the past 5 years, they have abducted 6 Germans and a Swede. How many were recovered alive? Asked Artemis, his voice a whisper. Floyd consulted his statistics. None, he said. In 2 cases, the negotiators went missing. $8 million in lost ransom. Bella struggled from a tiny fairy chair. Right, enough talk. I think it's time Mr. Fitzgibbon was introduced to my friend, Mr. Fist. Dramatic, thought Artemis, but I could not put it better myself. Yes, old friend. Soon enough. But I have no wish to add you to the list of lost negotiators. These men are smart, so we must be smarter. We have advantage that none of our predecessors had. We know who the kidnapper is. We know where he lives. And most importantly, we have fairy magic. Artemis glanced at Commander Root. We do have fairy magic, don't we? You have this fairy at any rate, replied the commander. I won't force any of my people to go to Russia, but I could use some backup. He glanced at Holly. What do you think? Of course I'm coming, said Holly. I'm the best shadow pilot you have. Cowboy Laboratories. There was a firing range in the Cowboy Lab's basement. Opal had it constructed to her exact specifications. It incorporated her 3D projection system, was completely soundproof, and was mounted on gyroscopes. You could drop an elephant from 50 feet in there, and no seismograph under the world would detect as much as a shudder. The purpose of the firing range was to get the boy cow somewhat to practice with the soft-nosed lasers, before the operation began in earnest. But it was Bart Kudya who had logged more hours on simulations than anyone else. He seemed to have spent every spare minute finding virtue bombs with his nemesis, Commander Julius Root. When Opal found him, he was pumping shells from his prized soft-nosed rebel in a 3D holoscreen burning one of Root's old training films. It was pathetic, really, a fact she didn't bother mentioning. Kudya twisted out his earplugs. So, Root asked. Opal handed a feeder pad. This just came in on the spy cameras. Gabriel proved as inept as usual. Everyone survived. But as you predicted, Root had called out the alert. And now the commander has agreed to personally escort the unit to northern Russia inside the Arctic Circle. I know where northern Russia is, Kudya snapped. He paused, stroking his bow before and thought for several moments. This could turn out to our advantage. Now we have the perfect opportunity to eliminate the commander. With Julius out of the way, the LAP will be like a headless stinkworm, especially with their service communications down. Their communications are down, I take it. Of course, replied Opal. The jammer is linked into the chute sensors. All interference with the service transmitters will be blamed on the magma layers. Perfect, said Gudjin, his mouth twitching in what could almost be described as a smile. I want you to disable all LP weaponry now. No need to give Julius any advantages. When Cowboy Laboratories had to upgrade LP weapons and transport, a tiny dot of solder had been included in each device. The solder was actually a mercury glide current so that it would detonate with a signal that appropriate frequency broadcast from the Cowboy communications dish. LP blaster would be useless, and the block cat would be armed to the teeth with soft-nosed lasers. Consider it done, said Opal. Are you certain Root won't be returning? You could upset our entire plan. Gideon polished the rebel on the leg of his uniform. Don't fret, my dear. Julius won't be coming back. Now that I know where he's going, I'll arrange for a little welcome party. I'm certain our scaly friends will be only too eager to oblige. The funny thing was that Brother Kudjin didn't even like goblins. In fact, he detested them. They made his skin crawl with their reptilian ways. Reptilian ways. Their gasp-burning breath, their lidless eyes, and their constantly darting forked tongues. But they did supply a certain something that Kudjin needed. Dumb muscle. For centuries, the Boreal Triad has skulked around Haven's borders, vandalizing what they couldn't steal and fleecing any tourists to another stray off the beaten path. But they were never really any threat to society. Whenever they get too cheeky, Commander Root would send a team in the tunnels to flush out the culprits. One evening, a disguised Brother Kudjin strolled into the second skin, and towards Boreal hangout, plunked and attached a case of gold ingots on the bar and said, I want to talk to Triad. Kudjin was searched and blindfolded by several closed bouncers. When the hood came off his face, Kudjin was in a damp warehouse, its walls lined with creeping moss. 3 other goblins were seated across the table from him. He recognized them from their mugshots. Scalene, Sputa, and Felbum. Triad Ogard. The gift of gold and the pounds of more was enough to pique his curiosity. His first utterance was carefully planned. Ah, generals. I am honored that you greet me in person. The goblin puffed a wrinkled old chest proudly. Generals? The rest of Kudjin's patter was equally smooth. They would organize the blockade, streamline it, and most importantly arm it. Then, when the time was right, they would rise up and overthrow the council and their lackeys, the LP. Cushing promised that his first act as governor-general would be to free all the government prisoners in Howell's Peak. It didn't hurt that he subtly laced his speech with hints of the hypnotic mesmer. It was enough the governors could not refuse. Gold, weapons, freedom for their brothers, and of course a chance to crush the hated LEP. He never recorded the blockade that Cushing could betray them just as easily as he had the LEP. They were dumb as stinkworms and twice as short-sighted. Cushing met with General Scaling in a secret chamber beneath the Cobalt Labs. He was in a foul mood, following Luke's failure to put a scratch on any of his old and any of his enemies. But there was always Plan B. The blockade were always eager to kill someone. It didn't really matter who. The gun was excited, thirsty for blood. He panted blue flames like a broken heater. When you go to war, Cushing, tell us, when? The elf kept his distance. He dreamed of the day when these stupid creatures were no longer necessary. Soon, General Scaling. Very soon. But first I need a favor. It concerns Commander Root. The governor's yellow eyes narrowed. Root, the hated one. Can we kill him? Can we crack his skull and fry his brains? Could he smile magnanimously? Certainly, General. All of these things. Once Root is dead, the city will fall easily. The governor is bubbling now, loping with excitement. Where is he? Where is Root? I don't know, Cushing admitted, but I know where he will be in 6 hours. Where? Tell me, Elf. Cushing heaved a large case under the table. It contained 4 pairs of cowboy double decks. Shoot 93. Take these, send your best hit squad, and tell them to wrap up warm. Shoot 93. Cheers Root always showed in style. In this instance, he had commandeered the Atlantean Ambassador shuttle, all leather and gold, seats soft as their gnomes behind, and drug buffers that negated all but the most serious jokes. Needless to say, the Atlantean Ambassador had been all that thrilled by handing off the starship chip, but it was difficult to refuse the commander when his fingers were drumming a tattoo on the tri-barrel blaster strapped to his hip. So now the humans and the 2 elven chaperons were climbing 893 in some considerable comfort. Artemis helped himself to a bottle of still water from the chilly cabinet. This tastes unusual, he commented. Not unpleasant, but different. Clean is the word you're searching for, said Holly. You won't believe how many footage we had to put it through to purge the movement from it. No bickering, Captain Short. One Root, we're on the same side now. I want a smooth mission. Now suit up, all of you. We won't last 5 minutes out there without protection. Holly cracked open an overhead locker. Foul, front and center. Artemis complied, a bemused smile twitching his lips. Holly pulled 7 cubic packages from the locker. What are you, about a 6? Artemis shrugged. He wasn't familiar with the people's system of measurement. What? Artemis Fowl doesn't know. I thought you were the world's expert on the people. It was you who stole our book last year, wasn't it? Artemis unwrapped the package. It was a suit of some ultralight rubber polymer. Anti-radiation, explained Holly. Your cells will thank me in 50 years, if you're still around. Artemis pulled the suit over his clothes. It shrank to fit like a second skin. Clever material. Marine latex. Most itself to your shape, within reason. One use only, unfortunately. Wear it and recycle it. Butler clinked over. He was carrying so much very weaponry that Farrell had supplied him with a moon belt. The belt reduced the effective flavor was attached to 1/5 of the Earth norm. What about me? Asked Butler, nodding at the red suits. Holly frowned. We don't have anything that deformed. Latex can only go so far. Forget it. I've been in Russia before. It didn't kill me. Not yet it didn't. Give it time. Butler shrugged. What choice do I have? Holly smiled, and there was some nursing tinge to it. Oh, I didn't say there wasn't a choice. She reached into the locker, pulling out a large spray can. And for some reason, that little can scared Butler more than a bunker full of missiles. Now, hold still, she said, aiming a gramophone-type nozzle at the bodyguard. This may stink wasn't a hermit drawer, but at least your skin won't glow in the dark.